Mobile television production facilities for this broadcast are made possible by a grant from Walmart. Walmart, with their location on the Whitehorse Pike in Summerdale. You're watching Sterling High School Channel 19, serving Hynella, Laurel Springs, Magnolia, Summerdale, and Stratford.
For the first time since 1971, Sterling is South Jersey champ.
Went on to become the New Jersey Tournament of Champions winner. South Jersey's never won it before. So the Sterling Lady Knights and that string saying South Jersey is well represented now.
Sterling is going to the championship game.
Looks like he's fouled there. Put a desperation shot, and it's good! It's good! It's good! Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sterling Channel 19. This afternoon, the Sterling Silver Knights take on the Clearview Pioneers for some Martin Luther King Day basketball. I'm Jay Clark, joined by Brian McClernand. Here on today's broadcast, take a look at the Colonial Liberty standings. Haddonfield remaining at the top, unbeaten 12-0, followed by Haddon Heights 7-4, Sterling 4-6, where they sit at third in the division. Paulsboro, who was here today at the Martin Luther King Showcase, 5-6 on the year. Haddon Township 3-9, and West Deptford 4-6, but they're 0-5 in the division. Take a look at the Tri-County Royal standings. You see Washington Township and the the Kingsway Dragons, who are both here today for the showcase. Clearview at the middle of that at 5-5, GCIT at 6-7, and Williamstown was also here at 0-11. See game history. Sterling leads the series 6-2 since 2007. Their last win was in December of 2022. Clearview's last win was in January of 2022, and Sterling has won 5 of the last 6, and we're going to let the boys introduce themselves.
Travis Schmidt, forward, Laurel Springs, New Jersey.
Zion Arnett, guard, Summerdale, New Jersey.
Julian Johnson, guard, Summerdale, New Jersey.
Joshua Bush, forward, Magnolia, New Jersey.
Brandon Allison, guard, Laurel Springs, New Jersey.
Walt Garrison, wing, Woodbury.
Isaiah Berthea, guard, Stratford.
Jace Camardo, guard, Stratford.
Isaiah Benjamin, point guard, Magnolia.
Casey Kozaneski, big guard, Stratford. Marquise Holloway, forward, Magnolia. Justice Gamble, guard, Stratford, New Jersey.
Jake Spiritoso, forward, Magnolia.
So there you take a look at some of the boys. Today, Sterling taking on Clearview. Sterling is 4-6 on the season compared to Clearview's 5-5. Sterling is third in the Colonial Liberty with an offense that puts up 55 points a game and a defense that allows 58 points per game. A big change here for Sterling is that Walter Garrison is unavailable today, the leading points per game scorer for the Knights at 16 points, followed by Julian Johnson with 12, Zion Arnett with 10, and Travis Schmidt with 8. And take a look, Tri-County Royal standings for Clearview, they're third. Their offense puts up 47 a game. Defense allows 54 points a game, and they're also missing Luke Andreas, their leading points per game scorer, with an injury. Dalton Filanes with 11 points per game, along with Caprice Stewart at 11 points a game, and Russ Manell with 6 points a night for Clearview. Take a look at the starters. Manell, the Stewart, Filanes, Slaughter, and Turner, the starters for the Clearview Pioneers. And for the Sterling Silver Knights, Zion Arnett, Travis Schmidt, Jason Camardo, Julian Johnson, and Joshua Borsch. Again, they're missing Walter Garrison. He's unavailable today for the Knights. So we listen in to the introductions done by Channel 19's own Connor Strauss. took a look at the starters there. Now the keys to the game, they got to play smart, play hard, and play together. And while those things sound super basic, they're going to be super important to the Knights' success today, Brian.
Yeah, big test for the Knights today, taking on a tough Clearview Pioneers team coming in at 5-5. They've won 3 straight, so they're on a bit of a hot streak. Sterling has lost 4 straight, so they're coming back home here in the 2nd annual MLK Tournament Showcase, looking for a big win here today.
So Borsch and Flaines get ready for the tip-off, and we are underway here. The last game of the Martin Luther King Day Showcase has officially begun. Here's Schmid in the corner, finds Borsch. Borsch sets his feet, fires off the mark, rebound, Stewart. Stewart over to Turner, finding Manel. This Clearview team, as Brian mentioned, has won 3 straight, won their last game at Pennsville, 56-39. Looking to try and continue that streak today here against the Knights. Flaines shot left short. So now Camardo running the offense here for the Knights. Arnett stumbles, keeps his dribble. Driving inside is Arnett, now to the corner. Camardo drives in, swatted away by Stewart. Caprice Stewart with the block.
Nice block there by Caprice Stewart, stepping up for this defense immediately.
Stewart fires up a 3, and it's good.
Nice sequence there by Caprice Stewart with the swat away, and then the 3-ball. Good start for Clearview today.
So here's Johnson, finds Schmid, puts it on the floor for Borsch. Quick ball movement for the Knights. 3 up from Johnson, front iron, tipped around, rebound Stewart.
A couple of aggressive defensive rebounds for Clearview here today. That's something you're gonna have to work on if you're Sterling, trying to get those offensive boards and capitalize off the first missed shots.
Here's Manel, fires up from downtown, leaves it short, rebound Schmid. Camardo slowing things up for the Knights. Now Arnett in the corner, driving inside. A Zion Arnett, hop step in the lane, basket's good for a Zion Arnett.
Fancy footwork there from Zion Arnett, starting off the scoring for the Knights. Very interesting to see how the Knights will play offensively here without their biggest playmaker, Walter Garrison.
Low shot is up and good for Jake Slaughter. Camardo now. Outside, looking around, finds Johnson. Attacking the basket is Julian Johnson. Shot doesn't go. Shot rolls around the rim. Rebound Manel. Here's Stewart. Stewart stops, pops. Shot doesn't go. Batted around. Rebound Schmid. About 3 minutes have passed in this first quarter. 5-2 Clearview leads over the Sterling Knights. Here's Arnett, hop steps in the lane and is fouled.
Sterling not getting a lot of crazy open looks offensively. You take a look at the replay here. Overall, good defense by Clearview, just collapsing in on some of Sterling's top playmakers, including Zion Arnett right there.
Arnett's first free throw off the mark, 88% from the line, so a rare miss from him there. And Arnett's second one off the mark.
And with a couple of these Sterling losses, the missed free throws have been huge in deciding these types of games. Sterling losing most of these games by 1 or 2 possessions, and those missed free throws costing them dearly.
Stewart driving inside, rattles around the rim, and is good for Caprice Stewart.
Caprice Stewart having a nice start here for Clearview. Definitely going to have to look out for him. He's averaging about 11.5 points per game. So Sterling going to have to keep an eye on him as this game goes on.
Here's Johnson, guarded by Stewart. Johnson drives inside, attacks. Shot off the glass too hard, rebound Fellines. Fellines in transition. In the corner for Stewart, swatted by Zion Arnett. A resounding block there for the junior.
Great job by Zion Arnett, absolutely denying Caprice Stewart from that three ball. He just came out of nowhere and swatted that one away.
Major impact play there that the Knights desperately needed. Here's Manel in the corner. Gets it over to Turner. Manel, nice handle, drives inside, tipped around. Ends up in the hands of Fellines. Dumps it off to Slaughter. Good ball movement there for the Pioneers, and the shot goes down for Caprice Stewart, who's been hot this first quarter.
Yeah, for sure, and the ball movement also being a big factor in the efficiency of this Clearview offense, that and their strong defense allowing them to get off to a fast start.
Schmid in the corner, he's guarded by Slaughter. Schmid attacking, and the layup is good for Travis Schmid.
That's going to be very big for Travis Schmid if you want to get this offense going, especially without your top point scorer, Walter Garrison, in for today. Going to have to be a little bit more aggressive than usual.
Good ball movement here by the Pioneers. Fellines looking around for help, finds Manel. Back down to Fellines. Fellines' shot is banked in. Sophomore using all of his 6'4" frame to elevate and cash that one in for two.
Yeah, and Clearview doing very well inside the paint, especially even with three Knights defenders in there.
Pass was picked away there by Turner. Turner drives in, can't get it to go. Stewart there to clean it up, fouled and one. So a good steal from the freshman Jonah Turner, and Caprice Stewart has been on fire in this first quarter for the Pioneers.
Yeah, and that first layup a bit too strong, but a nice job by Caprice Stewart to finish it off and get the foul as well.
Stewart 16 for 20 at the line this season in 10 games. Make it 17 to 21. Knights trail by 10, a slow offensive start for Sterling. Arnett looking around, batted away, stolen by Dalton Fellines, running the break, finds Stewart, and Stewart cannot be stopped. Caprice Stewart already having a day in just this first quarter as Coach Behringer and the Knights want to talk this over.
Yeah, big timeout here for the Knights early. Caprice Stewart just unstoppable here in this first quarter. Just this Clearview defense being very efficient with their takeaways, and they're collapsing in on some of Sterling's top players overall. They're performing very, very well. And Jake, I wanted to give you some Martin Luther King trivia here. I have a question for you. How old was Martin Luther King when he won the Nobel Peace Prize? I have four options for you. 35, 42, 48, or 29?
I'm going to go with 35. I feel like that's the correct answer.
All right, let's see. Ding, ding, ding. You are correct. At 35 years old, the Georgia-born minister was the youngest person to ever receive the Nobel Peace Prize.
So there's a good little Martin Luther King Day fact for you. I'm sure Brian will have a couple more of those trivia questions for me during the timeouts and clock stoppages.
Oh, for sure.
There's one thing that we miss about football season, it was the trivia questions.
Ah, yes. Those good old trivia questions that we could never get right. I think we maybe got
at least
one or two right.
At least for that one, I had A, B, C, or D. K was
yeah, we don't get multiple
open-ended.
choice answers for the football ones.
So as we get back to basketball, the Sterling Knights moving the ball around. Here's Bethea, who checked in. Johnson fires up a three. It's good. Julian Johnson gets on the board for three.
And that's what you're going to need for this Sterling offense. Some three balls here. Didn't see much of those to start this first quarter. Definitely going to need a lot more of them.
Travel called there on Jonah Turner. We take another look at it. Trapped there by Borsch and Arnett, forcing the turnover. And a little bit of life in this Sterling team on both ends of the floor after the timeout. Nice find from Schmid to Borsch, who converts inside.
Great pass there by Travis Schmid. A nice job by Borsch to just finish it off with the layup off the glass.
So here's Manel. Sterling running a bit of a press here. Turner finds Stewart. Back to Manel. So here's Manel. Clearview really taking their time here. Filane's driving inside, guarded by Borsch. Here's Stewart. Into the corner for Turner, guarded by Arnett. Turner drives inside, shot off the mark, bounced around. Will stay with Clearview. So we're going to take a look. A beautiful dime there from Travis Schmid to Josh Borsch. Driving inside, good ball movement there. Slaughter shot no good. Rebound Filanes, he's got it for the second chance points for the Pioneers. Sterling still has time to get a shot off here. Schmid, jab step, fires up a three, off the mark. Rebound Slaughter, and that will do it for the first quarter of action. Clearview leads it 18-9. Take a look at the last basket here. Shot off the mark from Slaughter. Filanes there to clean it up and get it to go as we take a look at the Martin Luther King Memorial in Washington, D.C. We'll be right back for second quarter action after this. Welcome back to Sterling Channel 19's second quarter action underway. The Pioneers lead 18-9 over the Sterling Knights, and it had been all Caprice Stewart in that first quarter, but there's a basket for Russ Manel. Nice body control off the lob for Russ Manel. Schmid driving, taken away, Manel. Running the break here for the Pioneers, takes it himself and goes coast to coast. So a nice job for Russ Manel. 4 points for him early in this second quarter.
Yeah, Russ Manel a bit quiet in that first quarter, be able to start things off for the Pioneers in the second. Good stuff.
Here's Bethea driving inside. Bethea attacking Filanes. Shot won't go. Rebound Filanes. Here's Slaughter, gets it to Manel, finds Stewart. Trying to set up a play. Guy gets it to Slaughter. Stewart looking around, finds Manel. Pioneers really taking their time here in this half-court set, trying to draw something up. A lot of contact, no foul. Shot was missed there by Dalton Filanes. Now we're being joined by Dan Leakin, who did PA almost all day in the old gym for this Martin Luther King Day tournament.
Yeah, it was a ton of fun. It's a great arrangement set up by Coach B and, you know, Mr. Manlove. I had a lot of fun doing PA. A lot of great games I watched, and I'm really happy to be here and watch the rest of the Sterling game.
Sterling trails big here early in the second quarter. Shot doesn't go there for Michael Guy. So here's Bethea. Finds Borsch. Borsch driving inside. Back out to Bethea. Now Camardo working against Manel. Camardo drives inside. Floater too strong. Lots of contact. Whistles and a jump ball. So it will stay with Sterling. Take a look at the last basket here from Russ Manel. Went coast to coast there. Brandon Allison checks in. He'll inbound. Here's Johnson. A ton of space from outside. Cans it from beyond the arc. Defensive miscommunication there for the Pioneers.
That's very big.
We've got a miscommunication. Looks like there's 6 men on the court for the Knights.
And that 3-ball huge there for this Knights offense if they want to try and get back into this game, facing a 10-point deficit against a very talented Clearview team.
Clearview thought that the Knights had 6 players out on the court, and I think they might be right. So we're going to take a look, see on the screen Camardo to the left, Allison to inbound. There are 6 Knights out there on the court with Borsch, Johnson, Arnett, and Bethea.
How does that even happen?
So, well, Allison checked in. Somebody didn't check out of the game as Stewart sinks the first technical free throw.
Just a miscommunication with the players. I mean, I think when Allison checked in, he may have not communicated with whoever needed to come out that he was coming out.
So looks like Coach Behringer is talking with Josh Borsch, who was supposed to check out of the game. Here's Manel. Working against Camardo. Sterling trails 23-12. Nice job off the screen. Filane slams it home. Tough landing there for the 6'4" sophomore, but jams that one home for the Pioneers.
Yeah, something we don't usually see a lot here at the Castle, especially with no C.J. Mundell. But wow, what a dunk right there.
And if the game wasn't already in Clearview's favor, I mean, definitely gave him a huge amount of momentum there.
Stolen away by Caprice Stewart. Stewart driving against Johnson, and a foul against Julian Johnson. We're going to take a look here. Nice job rolling off the screen and slams it home for Dalton Filanes. Took a tough landing at the end of this. We're going to watch it one more time.
Yeah, nice pass right there by Russ Manel. And Filane's really able to finish that one off.
Stewart's second free throw is good. So Clearview really been dominant on the offensive end and created a lot of takeaways with their half-court defense. So you saw almost another takeaway there from Stewart. Allison working against Slaughter. Nice pass from Brandon Allison. Good ball movement for Arnett. Can't cash in on the 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Bethea driving inside. Bethea. Shot doesn't go. Rebound, Russ Manel. Almost halfway through this second quarter. Sterling still trails 27-12.
Both teams being very aggressive at the basket. It just comes down to whose shots are going and whose shots aren't. And unfortunately here, it's Clearview who's getting done offensively.
Got a foul on the floor. Looks like they'll get it against Brandon Allison. Take a look at Filanes, who had the dunk earlier. He'll be the one to inbound as well. Bethea checks out, Borsch checks in for the Knights. Here's Guy, finds Manel, picked up by Camardo. Now Stewart. Clearview doing a nice job of just working the ball around. Here's Guy, guarded by Allison. Taken away now by Arnett. So here's Camardo, finds Allison. Over to Borsch. Borsch for three. Front iron. Batted around, and it will stay with Sterling. Guy and Manel went up for the rebound, and it went out of play. Take another look at it right here. Allison looking around. Pass is intercepted by Manel, and we've got a jump ball, so it will be Clearview basketball.
What a pass that was from Brandon Allison. It looked like a wide receiver and a defensive back going up for it.
But I think that's an interception in terms of football with a really nice jump from Manel.
Jonah Turner had it for a second, gave it over to Slaughter. Turner just checking back into the game for Michael Guy. Here he has it. Now in the corner is Stewart. Stewart stepped on the line, went out of play there. So the Knights force a turnover.
That's the key thing to do, to taking down this deficit, is getting turnovers and capitalizing on offense. I saw a 20-point deficit be erased today in this showcase. So definitely very possible for Sterling to do the same thing.
Yeah, I believe that was the Overbrook Wildwood Catholic game, which went into double overtime, which is why this game started so late, around 3:45. A lot of great basketball on hand today at the Martin Luther King Day Showcase. Nice pass from Travis Schmid. Arnett can't convert but a foul.
And you know, as of right now, and I haven't been here for the whole game, but for the little I've been here, what I'm taking away so far is the Knights cannot find the basket. I mean, the past couple opportunities, they've had good looks, they've had good shots, and nothing's been falling for them. And I think they're really missing that key to taking this deficit away.
Arnett's first free throw is good. 1 for 3 at the line today. Make it 2 for 4. And we've got a timeout from Coach Behringer and company. Want to talk this one over. And our next TV game will be tomorrow, January 16th. Girls basketball. Sterling Lady Knights are taking on the Gateway Gators. That'll be live at 5:30 on Channel 19 at youtube.com/SterlingTV19.
The timeout also means another trivia question. What year was Martin Luther King Day first observed as a federal holiday? 1989, 1980, 1986, or 1983?
Jake, I'm going to go with 83 here.
I like 86.
It was 1986.
I'm 2 for 2 today.
0 for 1. We'll get him back. We'll get him back.
So now we get back to the action on the hardwood. Pioneers with possession. Here's Stewart, guarded by Johnson. Stewart with an electric first quarter. Here's Filanes. Filanes, nice running layup there for Dalton Filanes. The Knights are really struggling down in the low post to try and stop Filanes in this second quarter. Here's Borsch driving against Filanes. Doubled and now taken away, ends up in the hands of Caprice Stewart. Here's Manel. Finds Filines. Nice pass to Stewart. Stewart puts it on the floor, batted around. Filines finds Turner. Good offensive rebound there for the Pioneers. Manel finds Stewart. Over to Filines in the corner, guarded by Borsch. Good ball movement and a nice shot there for Russ Manel at the rim.
Yeah, Russ Manel really heating it up here in this second quarter after not hearing his name a lot in the first.
Good pass there from Camardo. Another nice pass there from Zion Arnett. And Josh Borsch able to convert in the low post. Arnett drives inside, layup good there for a Zion Arnett. And the Knights starting to be really aggressive here with this press. Here's Turner, nice pass there to Slaughter. Slaughter needs some help. Out to Turner, we've got a foul, or excuse me, looks like a timeout. So we're gonna take a look at the last basket here for the Pioneers.
Yeah, both teams being very aggressive, but it's been Dalton Filines inside the paint that has made this Clearview offense very efficient. And overall, it's been all their players inside the paint. And a couple good takeaways here by Sterling's defense, cutting into that deficit. That's what they're going to need. They're going to need offensive efficiency, and they're going to need those takeaways.
Sterling trying to claw back into this game, but it's been almost all Pioneers as of late. 31-18, they lead it with just 19.9 seconds remaining.
And Manel and Filines have just been dominating this entire game, doing such a good job. And, you know, Sterling needs to find an answer, and needs to find an answer quick, because they're not going to get any cut into this deficit if they can't figure out how to beat them.
So here's Stewart. Over to Manel. Down the low block is Slaughter working against Borsch. Over to Filines. Clearview looking like they're going to try and hold for the final shot. Here's Turner, 5 seconds remaining. Turner drives inside, floater up and off the backboard, but no good. Last second attempt from Manel is off the mark. So 31-18, the Knights trail the Clearview Pioneers. We'll be right back with second half action after this.
Man, I really like talking to you.
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
What? Hit me. Why?
Because, are you gonna hit me or not?
No.
Wrong answer.
This is so stupid.
That's more like it.
I never said you could hit me.
What is that guy fighting?
What's your name? Never called. Tyler. Are you from Fight Club? Shh. You know the first one.
I guess one time isn't gonna kill me.
It's totally safe. We do this all the time.
There's no way these drugs are laced, right?
Trust me, you're gonna be fine.
I just need to forget everything right now.
It'll be fun.
A lethal dose of fentanyl is just 4 grains of sand.
It can hide in any drug. So no matter what you and your friends think, what you can't see will kill you. Don't die to get high. Fentanyl is fatal. Get the whole truth at CamdenCounty.com/fentanyl.
Sterling High offers TV and radio classes for electives. Sterling is also fortunate enough to have both TV and radio programs. In these programs, students will learn to design, direct, produce, and edit television and radio broadcasts. Students develop their public speaking, journalism, management, and technical skills by appearing on the Sterling Morning News on Channel 19 and on our radio station, WSHS. Students produce, edit, and deliver school programming, including athletic events, activity, productions, and community events. If a major in communications is in your possible future, Sterling High School offers opportunities not available in most high schools across South Jersey. Make sure you take a TV or radio class elective today.
Where were you? You were supposed to meet me at my locker.
I had to get my books.
Let's go.
Where are we going?
Don't worry about it.
Watch where you're going, pal.
Oh, wait a minute. What?
Guys, this has to stop. 8% of high schoolers have bought on school property. It isn't cool. This ain't no fight club. We have to change.
Welcome back to Sterling Channel 19. The Sterling Silver Knights trail the Clearview Pioneers 31-18 here at the half. We're going to take a look at the leading scorers. Zion Arnett leads the Knights along with Julian Johnson, both at 6 apiece, and Joshua Borsch with 5. Leading all scorers is Caprice Stewart with 12, Russ Manell with 9, and Dalton Filanes with 8. We're going to take a look at some of the highlight plays from this first half, keying in on Caprice Stewart.
Yeah, Caprice Stewart hot in that first quarter. He was looking very good for this Clearview offense, but in that second quarter, able to diversify it up a little bit. It was a mix of Caprice Stewart, Dalton Filanes, and just getting it done offensively. A couple takeaways for that defense, and overall, they've just been outplaying Sterling here today.
Now taking a look at Dalton Filanes, who really started to heat up in that second quarter down in the low post.
Yeah, and he was an absolute paint presence, an absolute problem for Sterling, and we've seen that problem the past couple games. They can't handle the taller type players, they can't handle the physical paint players, and it's showing again today that this is tough for them as he slams that one home.
Yeah, they've just been very strong inside the paint. Not a lot of 3 balls here today, but they're just getting it done. Dalton Filanes using his height and his strength to his advantage, slamming it home at the rim.
And now taking a look here for the Knights, it's been Julian Johnson who's been hot all season from beyond the arc.
Yeah, he's been very efficient from three-point land. It's been a big factor here today for this Sterling offense. Going to be even a bigger one here in the second half if they want to erase this deficit.
And Zion Arnett also having a great game as well with the same amount of points. Not the same way. He's been more on the rim and then the inside, but still getting it done nevertheless.
So here is Schmid, finds Camardo. Quick ball movement for the Knights. Schmid hop steps, pass out to Arnett in the corner. Clearview have been moving all over the place. Johnson for 3 is good. Julian Johnson cashes in from three-point land.
The third three-pointer for number 3. And that's big, a big start for this Sterling offense.
Now makes it a 10-point game after the 3 from Johnson. Here's Manell, finds Turner. Turner puts it on the hardwood, drives inside, kicks it out to Filanes. Now Stewart. Manell back to Stewart. Stewart trying to answer back with a 3 of his own, off the mark. Rebound Turner. Turner to Filanes. Filanes stretching the range and touches the top of the backboard there, so we'll go out of play off of Dalton Filanes.
And Sterling defense doing a great job there communicating. I mean, they're talking around to each other, not letting a lot go. I mean, those three-pointers were a little open, but luckily they didn't cash in, and now they can try and get some momentum back on offense.
Schmid working at the top of the key, now drives inside, tries to dish it out to Arnett. Was tipped, but still got there. Arnett working against Manell, who almost had a takeaway. Schmid fires up a 3. It's good! Let out the goon, Travis Schmid.
Good to see here from Travis Schmid, cutting this deficit down to 7 points.
Nice screen there from Trevor Durkin to allow a free run of the rim for Dalton Filanes. He's continuing his success in the low post from that second quarter.
Yeah, and as Dan said, he's a real paint presence and a big problem here for the Sterling defense. Going to have to keep an eye on him as the second half continues.
Arnett driving inside. Basket's good for Zion Arnett. Strong finish.
A really nice physical play there from Zion Arnett, taking up a tall task, but he got it done. That's a great layup.
Durkin kicks it out to Manel. Manel slowing things up for the Pioneers. Sterling trying to claw their way back into this game. In the corner was Manel, finds Stewart. Stewart, pull-up jumper. Back iron, rebound Johnson.
Nice strong rebound by Julian Johnson. Now going to capitalize here on offense.
Johnson, pull-up three, off the mark. Russ Manel with the rebound, the 5'9" point guard, commanding the offense for the Pioneers. Offensive foul. We're taking a look at the three here from Travis Schmid, just a catch and shoot over all of Dalton Filane's 6'4" frame.
And that's what he does best. I mean, Travis Schmid, a really dynamic wing three-point shooter. And, man, he is so much fun to watch. He's electric, and he has that clutch gene that a lot of players don't have, and you love him on your team.
Schmid fires from the same spot. Different result this time as that one's off the mark. Rebound Johnson drives inside. Shot's good for Julian Johnson with the foul.
And not only was that a really good rebound from Julian Johnson, but a great hustle play from Jason Camardo to tip it into his hands and give him what he wanted. That was a really nice play from Jason Camardo, and obviously an amazing finish from Julian Johnson.
That's good. One shot. One.
Johnson's free throw off the mark. Now makes him 6 for 10 at the line on the year. Here's Turner working against Camardo. Sterling has some life here at the beginning of this second half. If you're just joining us, I'm Jake Clark, joined by Dan Leakin and Brian McLernan, as that was a nice takeaway there for the Knights. Now Camardo running the point. Johnson drives inside, kick out to Arnett. Arnett thought about a three, now drives inside, attacking the rim, blocking foul. Russ Manel can't believe it.
And I mean, it seems like coming out of the locker room, and normally this is where Sterling struggles, they already have gotten their wheels under them, have found their rhythm offensively and defensively, and this is a refreshing start to see for the Knights.
Arnett's free throw off the mark. Sterling subbing into the game, Azir Bethea and Julian Tummings. Schmid and Camardo check out. Second one is rattled in there by Zion Arnett. And ball went off the foot of Zion Arnett is what the official is saying. And that happened right close to us here at the broadcast table. Earlier while we were setting it up, the table went down in the matchup beforehand, which was Hightstown taking on Eastern. Eastern was victorious in that game.
Yeah, most of our mic boxes fell, the monitor fell. Some of our boxes came unplugged. If Mr. K was seeing that in person, he probably would have peed himself.
Filane's first free throw is off the mark, only a 52% free throw shooter. Second one is good for Dalton Filanes. So here's Arnett. Arnett attacking the rim, was poked away by Manel. Nice job to get it out to Tummings. And stripped away by Russ Manel. Strong takeaway there for the senior guard.
Yeah, big takeaway there for Clearview. Now a bucket here, just trying to extend that lead, get back to that big deficit they had in that first half.
Got a foul on the floor there. First foul called on Azir Bethea, sophomore guard, averages 2.5 points a game, played in all 10 games for the Knights. Nice defense there from Julian Tummings, but the Pioneers reclaim possession. Stewart with a lot of space, guarded by Borsch. Now Fellaine swings it over to Turner. Nice run to the rim there for Stewart, can't get it to go. Rebound, Fellaine kicks it out to Turner. Here's Manel now. Good offensive rebound there for Dalton Fellaine.
Very good ball movement here by Clearview on this possession. Now got to capitalize with points.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, Brian. I mean, they're tiring out the Sterling defense really well and causing them to make mistakes such as that one.
Hard fall there for Caprice Stewart. Borsch called for his second foul of the contest. So here's Stewart, finds Turner. Nice pass inside to Fellaine. Shot's good on the low block there for Dalton Fellaine.
Yeah, Dalton Fellaine's really picking it up where he left off in that first half, excuse me. It's been a big factor here for this Clearview offense today.
Tummings finds Bethea. Bethea driving inside, lost it. Ends up in the hands of Turner. Turner working against Camardo, slips, falls, and a timeout called by head coach Rob Makarchar. Going to take a look at the last basket here down on the low block for Dalton Fellaine.
And, you know, the taller the person, the harder the task when it comes to the Sterling team. I mean, we've seen it the entire season, and we're seeing another one today.
And you can follow us on Twitter at SterlingTV19. Check out what's going on around the castle, Castle Connections, who's doing the news, and much, much more at SterlingTV19 on Twitter. Check it out.
You know what I got one? I want trivia.
Well, you're going to get it right here. This question, how long is the I Have a Dream speech? 11 minutes, 34 minutes, 17 minutes, or 3 minutes?
I'm going to go 17.
I'm going to agree with Dan here, 17.
Ding, 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 ding. According to the King Center, Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech is 17 minutes long.
So we've got some fun Martin Luther King trivia on Martin Luther King Day here in January. Tough shot there for Caprice Stewart.
And Sterling came out hot, but a couple mistakes and a couple turnovers. They've lost their momentum, and now, except for being down 5, they're now down 9. And they're just digging themselves their own hole here, which is unfortunate.
Ball was tipped there by Stewart, and now he takes care of it, and a foul will be called on Bethea. Take a look at the last shot there from Caprice Stewart, who's had his fingerprints all over Clearview's success today.
Here's going to be the foul here, almost like an NFL tackle right there, going for the knees. Go Birds.
I think Bethea slipped, and there's a shot and the foul for Caprice Stewart. Been dominant all day here today for the Clearview Pioneers.
Yeah, Caprice Stewart, he's been very, very efficient. Dalton Fellaine's not the only paint presence here for Clearview today.
And Sterling's defense does a really good job of covering the perimeter, but their biggest issue is the paint. I mean, we're going to say it like a broken record, and that's going to be their downfall, and that's been their downfall so far today.
Again, Sterling missing Walter Garrison today. He's unavailable, had 3 blocks last game in that loss to Gloucester. Johnson fires up a contested 3, leaves it short. Goes out of play.
Yeah, I think Sterling's definitely missing that defensive presence, but at the same time, I think their offense has looked a little bit more fluent. I mean, I think all the guys are really working together a little bit more, but that defensive presence in the paint is definitely a tough loss.
Yeah, and their offense wasn't off to the best of starts, but they definitely picked it up as the first quarter continued into the second, as they started off this game being down by 10 early, but right now trailing by 12.
Nice pass there from Manel, but too hot to handle as Stewart can't corral it. Zion Arnett checking back into the game for the Knights. He checks in for Julian Johnson. So now less than a minute remains in this third quarter. Sterling still trails 41-29. Here's Borsch, thought about a three, now drives inside, loses it in the hands of Tummings. Tummings to the corner for Camardo. Camardo, nice pass to Tummings. Tummings, tough shot, gets his own rebound, swatted away in the hands of Schmid. Schmid fires up a shot, and after a long sequence of events, Schmid will go to the line.
Yeah, some strong defense, very aggressive defense by the Pioneers inside the paint, taking away 2 chances for Tummings, and now sending Travis Schmid to the line.
First free throw is good for Schmid.
One shot, gentlemen.
And he knocks down the second, now makes it a 10-point game with 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter. So here's Manel. Finds Turner. 15 seconds remain. Filane's looking around. Hands it off to Stewart. Now over to Manel. Manel driving inside, denied. And a shot up at the last moment there. Doesn't go for Clearview, so it'll be a 10-point Clearview lead going into the fourth quarter. We'll have that action coming up after a couple quick messages. And welcome back to Sterling Channel 19. The Clearview Pioneers with a 10-point lead over the Sterling Knights, 41-31. As we begin this fourth quarter of play, I'm Jay Clark, joined by Dan Leakin and Brian McClernand. Shot up from Stewart is good. Caprice Stewart, have a day.
Way to start the fourth quarter for Caprice Stewart. He's had one heck of a day here at the Castle, coming on the road and putting on one heck of a show.
Absolutely nothing but net. He has had the hot hand all day today.
Good ball movement there for the Knights as Zion Arnett gets the layup to go up and in. Here's Turner. Stewart. Yet another make there for Caprice Stewart.
And they're doing the smart thing, just getting the ball, and the man that has the hot hand, and man, he is killing them and has been the entire game.
So here is Schmid, nice pass down to Arnett. Ball down on the ground, we've got whistles. Looks like it's gonna stick with Sterling. So Borsch inbounds to Arnett, now Johnson. Back to Borsch. Borsch driving inside, kick out Camardo. Borsch in the corner now, working against Filanes, now doubled by Manel. Gets it over to Camardo. Camardo backs it out, trying to draw up a play. Here Schmid finds Arnett. Arnett, tough shot, doesn't go. Rebound, Turner. Strong rebound there from the freshman, Jonah Turner. Here's Manel, tightly guarded by Camardo. Three is up for Stewart. That one doesn't go. Rebound Arnett. And the Knights have to get moving here if they want to cut into this Pioneer lead. Pass was targeted for Johnson, still maintains possession. Almost knocked away by Stewart. Johnson looking around now, backs it out, finds Borsch. Here's Schmid. Schmid driving inside. Travis Schmid shot no good. Rebound up and good there for Borsch to clean it up on the glass.
Definitely refreshing to see Sterling getting a rebound there. I mean, they've been struggling with it all day, and that was a really good job from Josh Borsch to get it and put it back in.
Yeah, nice strong rebound by Borsch, able to finish it off, and a big talking to that Coach Behringer is going to have with this team. Down by 11, still not out of this game quite yet. Just going to need to make a couple big defensive plays. As you can follow us on Facebook at Sterling TV 19. Find out whenever we go live. Find out everything that we upload on YouTube with our Castle Connections, behind the scenes information, and live sports updates. You can find us on Facebook at Sterling TV 19.
Jake, you know what I'm sick of? We haven't had some MLK trivia in a little bit.
Well, you'll be getting it right meow. How many children did Martin Luther King Jr. have? 0, 6, 2, or 4?
4. Actually, no, I'm going to go 6.
4. I'm going 4.
It was 4.
I'm 4 for 4 today.
King had 4 children. Yolanda King, born in 1955. Martin Luther King III, born in 1957. Dexter Scott King, born in 1961. And Bernice King, born in 1963.
Jake, you're almost like Caprice Stewart today. You're just on fire.
Caprice Stewart not afraid to be great here today. He's been very efficient here for Clearview. One of the big reasons why they're out to their 11-point lead.
Speak of Stewart, just got fouled on that possession. Sterling trying to run the trap to force a couple turnovers for the Pioneers. Here's Turner, back to Manel. Back over to Turner. Nice job to break the press between Turner and Manel. Went out of bounds, will stay with Clearview.
And, you know, the Knights turning up the physicality unit just a little bit here. I mean, they got a little chippy there.
Pass was tipped by Arnett. So Manel to inbound yet again after the tip pass from Arnett. Finds Stewart. Pass was tipped but ended up in the hands of Dalton Filines. Manel puts it on the floor for Stewart. Pump fake, drives inside, attacking the rim and going past the whole Sterling defense was Caprice Stewart. He's been on fire today for the Pioneers.
Yeah, he has been cooking up quite a meal here today at the Castle. He has been incredible for these Pioneers today.
Johnson creating some space, shot is up, can't go, rebound Manel. So Manel now in the hands of Stewart. Nice pass from Stewart right back to Manel. A good cut from Russ Manel.
And Stewart is just doing it all for this team. It's almost like it's too easy for him. I mean, he's having a great day, and as Brian says, he's cooking up something. He's cooking up a gourmet meal today in this game.
Got a jump ball, so will be Clearview ball. We're going to take another look at the beautiful pass to a cutting Russ Manel from Caprice Stewart.
That was a great off-ball movement from Manel as he cuts in, and no one from the Sterling defense even realized he was there.
Stolen away there by Arnett. Johnson driving in. Shot is good. But an offensive foul, and now words are flying. Johnson and Fillines were going back and forth, driving inside. Nice job to take the charge was Russ Manel. So they get the charge on Johnson. Johnson's third foul of the contest. And he had a bit of choice words to say to Dalton Fillines. Stewart drives inside. There's that man again. Caprice Stewart with another basket for the Pioneers.
Yeah, he's just flying all around the court. There has not been a quarter where he's been silent. He has been just so efficient for these Pioneers in the first, second, third, and especially this fourth quarter.
Arnett driving inside. Shot is good, and the foul for Zion Arnett.
We're going to take another look at the Caprice Stewart layup. And guys, I think if the Dallas Cowboys had Caprice Stewart, they would have won last night and would have given him a better chance. But he's been tearing it up today, had the hot hand on the team, doing a great job.
Arnett converts on the and one free throw. Sterling still trails by a wide margin. Taken away there by Camardo. Finds Arnett. Arnett, Euro step in the lane. Fancy footwork there from Zion Arnett. And Sterling seeming to get a little life from the fans. Takeaway there by Travis Schmid. Schmid driving on Manel. Schmid gets by Manel. Layup is good for Travis Schmid. Timeout Pioneers.
And that's some life there for Sterling. Still a 10-point deficit with about 3 minutes to go, but down but not out here for the Knights. Going to have a big discussion in the huddle if you're Coach Behringer. And I think the one thing they're going to be talking about is how to stop Caprice Stewart.
And not only that, how to keep these vibes the way they are. I mean, the gym is getting into it. The super fans are getting into it. Even some of the parents are getting into it. After that little scrum, it felt like Clearview lit that fire in Sterling, and it's a 10-point game again.
Yeah, just everyone here getting into it. I hear my mom screaming her head off right next to me. I mean, it's been electric in this gymnasium.
And you can see what happened there. It looked like Johnson went in, got fired up, thought he converted it. And Fillines, I'm gonna give Fillines the benefit of the doubt and say that he just told Julian Johnson, hey, it was an offensive foul, and then gave him a little shove at the end and wasn't very too friendly. And Johnson obviously let Fillines know about it.
He said, nuh-uh, I'm not having that.
So went back and forth, but now the Knights, after a couple turnovers, are one run away to getting back in this game. Basketball, a game of runs, and right now Sterling could use one. Try to get it out of bounds. Camardo has it. Jump ball, so it's going Sterling's way.
And, I mean, Jason Camardo, he may not be the most skilled player on the court, but he plays with a ton of heart and plays with a ton of grit and gets down, gets those loose balls, and that's something you want out of someone like Jason Camardo. You want that point guard that can get down and get the ball, especially when it's loose.
Camardo not afraid to hit the deck to try and get a loose ball, as Dan mentioned. Was showcasing it there. Here's Tummings back out to Camardo, guarded by Manel. Here's Arnett, picked up by Turner. Arnett driving inside, lost it for a second. Will stay with Sterling.
Some good ball movement overall by Sterling on that possession. Just unfortunate to lose it at the very end, but fortunate for them, Sterling able to stay with possession here.
Tummings the inbound, finds Schmid. Schmid driving. Schmid shot off the mark. Rebound Slaughter. Tummings tightly guards Manel. Manel now trapped, has to get rid of it, does. Here's Turner back to Manel. Sterling really applying the pressure now with 2 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Stewart gets it over to Turner. Lots of contact from Johnson and a foul.
One thing I think Clearview has done super well, especially towards the end of this game, is they've beaten the trap super well coming out of inbounds. I mean, they've moved the ball super quickly and have made sure that the person with the ball doesn't get too crowded. And if they do, a lot of the times they kick it out and make the right decision. So I have to applaud Clearview there with making the right decisions out of the trap, doing a good job of avoiding it, especially with some tough, gritty defenders on this Sterling team.
Another whistle and a foul, this one on Jason Camardo. Camardo's third foul here this afternoon. Thanks for tuning in with us here on Sterling Channel 19. I'm Jake Clark, joined by Dan Leakin and Brian McLaren. We've got whistles and a jump ball. We'll stay with the Pioneers. We've got whistles and now a timeout. Still a 10-point game.
And you can follow, or you can subscribe to us on YouTube, where we will have all the games, all the replays, and even some commercials made by some students here on YouTube. We'll have Castle Connections, all that good stuff. If you can go and subscribe to us on YouTube, and make sure you click that bell notification.
Thank you, Dan, but I have some more trivia here for you guys.
Woo!
What year was Dr. King awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom? 1968, 1971, 1965, or 1977?
Jake, how are we feeling?
Was 69 an answer?
No. It was 68, 71, 65, and 77.
I feel good about 68.
I also feel good about 68.
Try again.
65 then. No.
Yeah, no, 65. Try 65.
Yeah.
It was not 65.
We just get told
71?
Yeah. What is it?
77.
Oh,
wow.
Wow, we were off. Jeez.
It was a posthumous award.
Just trying to think of when he was still alive. As we get back to the action on the court, the last day of the Martin Luther King Day Showcase. We've got Martin Luther King trivia all throughout the timeouts and stops in the action. Tough shot by Camardo, doesn't go. Looks like they're going to have to discuss. Looks like it's staying with Sterling.
And this Sterling team obviously showing that they have heart. I mean, they're down by 10 with their 80 seconds left, but they're staying in this game, and they keep playing until that final buzzer, which is really, really, really nice to see.
Schmid's jump shot was off the mark. Here's Manel slowing things up, guarded by Schmid, backs it out to Stewart, who's been arguably the player of the game for the Pioneers. Foul on the floor. Fouls on Camardo, his fourth. So that'll send Stewart to the line. The junior having a tremendous game, averages 11.4 points on the year. And I'm not keeping the book, but I believe that he would have surpassed that mark here today.
I'd say so.
Shot's good there for Stewart, extends the Pioneer lead.
And also the fact that he's an 80% free throw shooter really just shows how efficient he is. He's the top dog for these Clearview Pioneers.
And we've seen a lot of games, especially as of late, come down to free throw shooting, and it comes back to you later on. If you don't hit your free throws, they're going to come back and haunt you, which I think is, if you can hit your free throws, it is such an important part of your game.
And for the missed free throws Sterling has had, especially within their last 4 or 5 games, the season that they'd be having in terms of record-wise, it'd be completely different.
Foul there looked to be on Travis Schmid. And it is. Only Schmid's second foul, but at this point, individual fouls don't matter as much as there's only 44.3 seconds. Take a look at Jonah Turner, 83% free throw shooter. Sinks the first one.
I do want to give a big shout out to a little special someone across the way from us. Connor Strauss has done a remarkable job PA announcing all day today. Ever since 10:30 in the morning, he's been here along with the rest of us. So he's doing a great job.
And there he is.
Aww.
There he is. Connor Strauss been doing PA all day here in the new gym.
And he's looked very stylish while doing it.
Oh, yeah. And next to him, my dad, doing clock. Also doing a great job today. Has also been here the same amount of time we all have, just in the old gym.
Yeah, been a tremendous day here at the Martin Luther King Showcase. Shot no good there by Johnson. We've got whistles and goes out of play because it touched the top of the backboard. So the Pioneers with a well-executed game plan. They got the ball to Caprice Stewart, who has it right now, finds Falanes, and it's been the dynamic duo of Falanes and Stewart, along with solid contributions from Russ Manel. And a strong Pioneers victory on the road to end this Martin Luther King Day Classic, playing spoiler at Sterling.
And this has got to be really tough if you're the Sterling Knights, losing, I believe, 5 straight. Is that their 5th straight?
I believe you are correct on that, Brian. That'll now drop them to 4-6 on the season. Clearview wins 4 straight, moving up to 6-5 on the year. So that'll do it for us here at Sterling Channel 19. I'm Jake Clark, joined by Dan Leakin and Brian McClernand. Thanks for tuning in with us, and thanks to Mr. K doing great work in the truck. And as always,
go
Knights.